Hi everyone, this is Sridhar. Today we are going to discuss about HTML, which is using which we define user interfaces. So those user interfaces can display the content in a web browser. So using these interfaces, we can interact with the computer, particularly with websites we can interact. Okay, so HTML is the domain specific language using which we develop web pages. To develop web pages, we need to use HTML, CSS as well as JavaScript. Okay. So far we have seen two different generations in the web, Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. Web 1.0, so Web 1.0 is based on information centric. Most of the sites based on Web 1.0 were static sites. So users cannot interact much with the web pages as far as Web 1.0 based websites are concerned. Web 2.0 is user centric. Web 1.0 was actually information centric, whereas Web 2.0 is say user centric. User can manipulate the web pages. User can select whatever user would like to take. Okay, so this way HTML pages can be dynamic as far as Web 2.0 is concerned. To make web pages dynamic, we need to have server-side coding. At the same time, in the client side also, we can manipulate things using JavaScript. Okay, so this is all we need to do with the HTML, hypertext markup language. HTML is hypertext markup language. So using hypertext markup language, we here create. Okay, so using hypertext markup language, we create web pages. So web pages contain tags, they are called as HTML tags, using which we actually render content in the web browser. HTML tags are instructions, they are written in a web page. Normally web pages end with .html or .htm. Okay, so these commands which you write in the HTML pages, tags can be called as commands or they can be called as instructions. So using them, the content can be displayed in the web browser. So to display content in web browser, HTML documents should contain instructions. They are called as HTML tags. So HTML tags can be container or they can be non-container. A container tag has two pairs of tags, starting tag and closing tag. Starting tag as well as closing tag. A non-container tag does not contain a closing tag. Okay, so using HTML, the content can be displayed in the browser. To style HTML content, we use cascading style sheets. Using CSS styles, we can actually display the content in a better manner. And using JavaScript, you can actually validate the pages. At the same time, some other effects as well as Ajaxing also we can do. Now let us try to create a simple page with HTML. So I name it as page 1. I want to put the name as page 1. This I am going to save somewhere on the desktop. On the desktop, somewhere I want to save this. Go to desktop, then here in the desktop there is a folder called as, I create a new folder called as HTML pages. In this I try to save this. Go to new folder. In the new folder I save this. These are HTML pages. I make a new folder. So in this folder I want to create. Now click on OK. So for creating HTML pages, there are so many tools available, so many IDs are available, but I use here Google Web Designer, using which I can design. I am going to design using Google Web Designer. So with the help of Google Web Designer, I am trying to make here the web pages. Okay, so here this is a user interface. Every time we don't require the Google Web Designer, so this is a tool. Using Google Web Designer very quickly, you can create required web pages. Without much effort, you can create very fast the say web pages. But if this is not available, using Notepad also we can do it. So let us first do with the Notepad. After that we come into Google Web Designer and try to understand how the features of Google Web Designer and how to work with this we do it. So let us start with the Notepad. So using Notepad, I would like to create a web page. So here every web page contains certain structure. Web pages are called as HTML documents. They contain actually a well-defined structure. So the root of this is HTML tag, and this should have a closing tag. There should be a closing tag here like this. This is called as starting tag, and this is going to be a closing tag. This one is a starting tag and this is a closing tag. Okay, so the starting tag contains this is called as actually a document, HTML document. So inside this you have other tags. This is marking actually beginning of starting of document, and this is ending of the document. So as far as HTML documents are concerned, there are two sections. One is header, other one is say body. Head section as well as body. So go with the head section. In the head section we can define a title. Okay. In the body we can show the content. Whatever content we would like to show, we show in the body. Like this we keep. Okay, so you have HTML tag starting one and closing one, and this is containing here two different sections again. One is header, one is head section, other one is body section. So body section contains actually the displayable content. Whatever content we want to show in web browser, we keep in the body. So in the body section we are going to keep it. So as far as header is concerned, we have a title in this. Then here we can define inline styles, we can define styles, internal styles we can define. Similarly, we can define JavaScript functions. Okay, so JavaScript provides actually a dynamism to the web pages. Similarly, using CSS, you can style the HTML elements. We have header section. So in the header section, there is a tag called head, and within this we put a title. Title is required for every web page. So I keep this as first page. I am keeping some title. So when you have proper title, search engines can search and they can index. So title is very important for every web page. Without title, you cannot actually make it search engine friendly. You cannot optimize for search engines. Followed by, you can link external CSS or you can link external JavaScript files. So whatever external JavaScript files are there, you can put here. Similarly, you can put a reference to them, and similarly whatever external CSS files are there, you can refer them here in the header part. Okay, so right now we don't have any CSS, we don't have any JavaScript. We just try to create simple HTML page. So this is starting tag and this is the closing tag. Within this you have a header and you have a body. So in the header section it is head followed by title, then this is first page, and I am closing the head section. I come to the body. Within the body, whatever I would like to display in the browser, I want to put. Now here come to body. So in the body, let me display some data, h1. So h1 is a tag, header 1. This is actually predefined. Font style is available for this, font weight is available. Okay, so here I put like this is my first HTML page. Like this I put it. This is my first HTML page, I put like this, then slash h1 I put this way. I am going to put in this manner. This is my first HTML page, h1. So now I can save this as HTML file. For that I click on the file, then here go with the save as, here use all files, then give a name. Put it as first.html. I can put it as first.html, but where I would like to save them, in the HTML files I would like to save it. In the HTML pages I want to save. So I am going to create here first.html. Now if I go into the browser, into the folder, the folder is on the desktop, HTML page is the folder. I open that folder and try to render that. See, automatically it is showing you the Chrome browser icon. So using Chrome you can display it. Okay, now let me render like this. So the HTML page is rendering now in the browser. This is my first HTML page, I get it like this. I am going to do it in this manner. This is my first HTML page, I get here. So using the h1 tag I am displaying it. So browsers, they render HTML pages. Browsers, they are going to be rendering HTML pages. Whatever content we put in the body, it is going to be getting displayed. Okay, there are different types of tags we use in the HTML. As I told you, they can be container tags and they can be non-container tags. So container tags, they have a starting tag and they have a closing tag. Non-container tags, something like HR. For example, take HR. HR is called as horizontal ruler. You can display a horizontal line on the screen. So using HR tag. Similarly, sometimes you write text. When you want to move into next line, you need to use BR tag. For example, see, here I use a paragraph. In the paragraph, I put like this. This is a paragraph text. So this is a paragraph text. I am rendering, I am writing number of lines of text in this. Okay, followed by what I do, I press enter key. Next write, this is my second line. Okay, this is my second line, I write, then I press enter key. After that I write, this is my third line. Okay, so when you look at, whenever you look at this, in the paragraph, we have totally 3 lines. We have the first line, this is a paragraph text. I am writing number of lines of text in this. Then this is my second line, this is my third line. Like this, I have written in 3 different lines. But when I render them, they are going to be getting displayed in one line, in a continuous line only, they are going to be shown. The reason is, here browser cannot understand new line character. Here it can't understand carriage return and line feed. As far as Windows is concerned, new line is equal to CRLF. In the Linux systems, just new line only. So here it can't understand. Here it can't understand actually pressing enter key. So therefore, we need to use BR tag. With the help of BR tag, we can break it. Now first of all, let us see this, how this is going to be getting rendered. So paragraph is what? This is the container tag. So inside this, we are trying to put number of lines of text. Okay, so physically and in the notepad, by pressing enter key, I am putting the lines in different lines here. So this is paragraph text. I am writing number of lines of text in this. This is the first line. In the second line, this is my second line, and in the third line, this is my third line. So like this, I am trying to, I have written here. But when I render, all of them appear in the same line. So let me save this and try to view using again browser. So come to this, once again render it. So what is happening in this? This is paragraph text. I am writing number of lines of text in this. This is my second line, this is my third line. Everything is appearing in the same line. Now suppose I have to break this into number of lines. Therefore I need to use here a BR tag. So using BR tag, I can do it. So after this, put here a BR tag. Like this you can put. Similarly, here also you need to put a BR tag. It's called a break tag. Okay. So page break, that is. One more actually, not page break. So line break, that is. So here I have kept BR tag, first one, then second and third. We are going to break the lines. We are going to break the lines. BR tag is understood by here HTML browser. It does not understand enter key. Similarly, we are using one HR tag here. With that, it is going to draw a horizontal ruler for us. Now let us create here one more HR tag also. So this HR is what? Non-container tag. Whereas BR is also non-container tag. But paragraph is actually P is a container tag because it has a starting tag and it's having an ending tag. These are called as container tags, and whereas HR is nothing but empty tag, and even BR is also nothing but empty tag, because these are not actually marking. I mean, these tags are not surrounded to any content. There is no content inside those tags. So that's why we call them as non-container tags or empty tags. Whereas paragraph, body, head, HTML, these are container tags because inside them you can put certain content. But as far as BR is concerned, it's an empty tag or it can be non-container tag. As far as HR is concerned, even this is a non-container tag. So non-container tags can be written like this: HR followed by slash, then you put the closing tag. Similarly, BR you put, then put a slash, closing tag. Like this you can write. So these are called as non-container tags. We can call them as non-container. Whereas H1 is a container tag. Paragraph is going to be a container tag. So whereas here the say BR and HR are going to be non-container. Non-container tags cannot contain any content inside them. Whereas container tags, they can contain some content or they can be containing other tags inside that. They can contain even other tags inside that. So like this, here we have the HTML tags. So H1 is a tag, HR is a tag, P is a tag, body is a tag, HTML is a tag. All these can be called as HTML keywords also. They have predefined meaning as far as browsers are concerned. So whenever browsers encounter these keywords, so as per the definition, they are going to be getting rendered. So HTML pages, once they are downloaded from website, they will be parsed and they will be rendered by the browsers. We have different types of browsers like Chrome browser, Mozilla Firefox we have, then Safari browser is there, Internet Explorer, we have many browsers. So all the browsers, they support all these tags. So this HTML is based on the W3C recommendations. W3C stands for World Wide Web Consortium. So using W3C recommendations, these browsers are actually made. So when you make a HTML page, as per the specification of the W3C recommendations, it will be rendered in all the browsers. Because all the commercial browsers, they are going to support the specifications which are described in the W3C recommendations. Okay, so if you write a web page as per the specifications of the W3C recommendations, the page will be getting rendered in all the browsers in the same manner. So without any inconsistency, in all the browsers in the same manner, the pages can be getting rendered. Now let us try to see how this is going to be getting displayed. Before we were putting BR, all of the text was appearing in the same line. But when you put here BR tag, how it looks, see. So I go to this again, then once again I try to show this in the browser. Now you can see they are appearing in the different lines. You have first line, second line and third line. This is because of BR tag. So using BR tag, we are trying to show this way. So using BR tag, you can break the line, you can break the lines. You can break the content into different lines with the help of the BR tag. So without BR tag, the content cannot be moving into next line. Okay, so here in this page, we used a H1 tag, HR tag, paragraph tag, body tag. So here this is starting tag and this is a closing tag, and paragraph, this is the starting tag and this is going to be closing tag. Like this we show. So this is what exactly the structure of the HTML document. Starting tag is HTML and closing tag is also HTML, and inside this you have body tag, this closing one. So the structure is something like this. You have a root node HTML, and in this you have actually two child nodes. One is head node, other one is body. Head is containing further a title tag, and apart from that you can have other things also. For example, for this paragraph you would like to show some color, you want to put some color. So how you set color, see. For that you can define a style. So for defining style, we need to use here a style tag. Style followed by, here we put its style we are writing, then type equal to text oblique here CSS. You can put like this, text oblique CSS. I put here text oblique CSS, then I need to close here style. And inside this I can define a style. I have taken like style type equal to text oblique CSS, and here I can define the styles. So as far as styles are concerned, CSS styles are concerned, they can be inline styles, they can be internal styles, they can be external style sheets, or they can be default. When you don't specify any style, they get rendered with the default. So for example, take paragraph. In the browser, you have a default style for paragraph. With that style, it's going to be getting rendered. So style meaning is what? What is the font you are using? What is the size of the font? Similarly, what is the color, background color? What is the foreground color? So all the colors are actually styling. Apart from that, many other things also we have. Something like tagging around the content, Okay, so I mean margin left, margin top, margin bottom, margin right. So like that you can put actually different styles. So using style you can display the content in a better way. So in whatever style you would like to use, you can use with that you can display content in a better way. Okay, so you can display content in a better way with the help of the styles. So here we can define style, then we can apply style. Right now there are no styles available in this document. Because of that, it is getting displayed in the default. Now I would like to change the H1 style. So styles you can define, as I told you, in 3 different places. Inline style, along with the element you can use. Here itself you can be defining a style, or you can use internal. So as far as internal style is concerned, within the style tags you can define it. So external styles are nothing but styles which you are defining in style sheet files, in the CSS files you define them and you refer them within the header section. So like this you can have here, I mean in 3 different areas you can define style. If the style you are using is only with one particular element, you can use inline styling. But within the same document in number of areas, if you are using same style, try to define internal styling. And within your site, in more than one page, if you are using same style, then try to define in the external style sheet. Okay, so styling, I mean styles you can define in 3 different areas. As I told, one is what inline. In the case of inline, along with the element only, you are going to be defining. This style, if you are using only with one particular element, you can go with the inline. So internal styling is going to be a style you are going to define within the same HTML document. If the document contains number of HTML tags and if many of them are using same style, in such cases, instead of defining inline style with each and every element, define one style within the style tag. Then after that, try to refer them with the concerned elements. So internal style you can use whenever more than one element is using same style. In such cases, you can use internal style. So if the styles whatever you are using only in single page, in such case you can do with the inline styling. But if same styles are used across number of pages in the given site, you try to define them in the external style sheet and that style sheet try to refer. Now first of all, let us do with the internal style, inline styling. So here I take H1 followed by I go with the style. Here I can have a style attribute. So attributes are nothing but properties of the element. So with the help of attributes, the behavior you can change of the element. Then similarly, you can add features to the given HTML element. So this is going to be an attribute. Using style, you are going to define it. Now style equal to, I want to show or display the background color for it as well as forecolor or text color I say here. So H1 style equal to, I define background color. This is background color, I put like this, then followed by I just write it as red color. I want to use background for that as red, and here I want to display the text in white color. So color here it is white. Like this I can go with the inline styling here. We have here key value pairs. Background color is going to be property and this is going to be red. Color is going to be property and this is going to be here white. Like this, these are called as key value pairs. So like key value pairs I am specifying. So more than one property you can set and you can separate them with the semicolon. This is what inline style. So inline style, this style only works with H1. It cannot be working with HR or it can't be working with paragraph. This is going to be working only with the H1. Now let me render this, how this looks, see. So for this, the style has been changed. Background color is red and on the top of that you have actually the white color now. So it is white color. This is called as here text color or forecolor, and just below that you have a red color. This is what exactly inline styling. With the H1 element we made it. Now let me change font size for this. Font size may be somewhat bigger. I want to go with smaller size of font. So therefore here one more property I add here. So write it as font size. I can specify like this, font size. Then I specify here something like 10 pt, 10 points I want to take. I want to show this as 10 point size. Now let me render this. Once again, going to render it. So this time the size has been decreased. Font size is decreased actually. It is appearing with the smaller text this time. The size of the text is reduced down. It is appearing with the smaller text. So this is exactly what using font size attribute, using font size style element, I could change it. So using font size property, I could change it. Now it is appearing in the smaller size. It's appearing in the smaller size in this. If you come into this, here I set it as font size 10 pt. If I remove this, automatically in the browser, whatever property is available, that means how many font it is, the size of font automatically comes. It is going to be appearing for us automatically if I remove here. So once again render this time. Now again it's appearing with a bigger color. That means for H1 font size has been defined with the browser. So whatever size is available, it's automatically taking there. So like this we use here inline style. Inline style we are using like this. Okay. Suppose same kind of style you want to use with some paragraph. I put here one more paragraph. Here like this I take a paragraph. Then here I close this way. Now suppose same style you would like to use with a paragraph here. So what I do, this is a paragraph, this is a second paragraph. I put like this. This is a second para. Like this I am making it. This is nothing but second para. Like this I put. Now for this paragraph also I want to apply same style. So therefore what I do, I take like this and try to keep in this. Here I try to put, okay, like this I want to put like this. But here what happens, the background color, foreground color may be same like H1, but font size cannot be same, because font size for H1 is different, for paragraph is different. So these are using actually the browser settings. In the browser, whatever default values are available for paragraph, that is taken, and for H1 whatever default value is available for font size, that is going to be taken automatically. So therefore background color and text color, they may be same, but size of the font is going to be different for H1 and paragraph. Now see in this. You see here, this is my first HTML page. Here font size is bigger, but here font size is smaller. Though you are using same style, here you are using same style, but they are appearing in a different way. Because for the paragraph, it is using predefined style, and for H1 it is using predefined style for font size. Background you are overriding, and color also you are overriding, and here also background you are overriding, color also you are overriding. But as far as font size is concerned, for H1 it has predefined font size, and for paragraph it has some other predefined font size. So automatically they are taken into consideration. So with that they are getting displayed. So why I am showing you this is, when you don't specify particular style here, what happens, automatically it takes the default one. So whatever is available in the browser, it is taken, and with that it renders. So we put here style equal to background color red, color is white, and here also style equal to background color red and color white. As far as font size is concerned, here what is happening, it is taking the default one from the browser. In the browser, automatically for font size there is some setting available, with that it's getting rendered. Now here see, this one I am seeing with Chrome. Same when you try to render with Explorer, what happens, see. Click on this, go with the open with, then here try to render using Internet Explorer. So there can be some change when you use, there can be slightly some change. So here click on this, so click on this, then here go to the inspect element and try to see the size of the font. So it's not it's showing fine. So as far as H1 is concerned, here when you select H1, it should show us inline style here, background color red and other thing color white it's showing. So the size actually is not appearing here. It is taking the default size of the browser. Default size of the browser is taken and automatically getting rendered. But there can be differences between the browsers. It may be taking one size in Chrome, other size can be in the say Explorer, some other size can be in the Mozilla. It depends on the browser settings. So all browsers may not be rendering in the same manner. But if you define your own style, so with your style in the consistent manner, they can be getting displayed in various browsers. Now here, try to define, instead of using this inline, try to go with internal. Here I try to create one internal style. I put like this here. See, styles you can define in 3 different ways. One is ID based, then class based, one more is element based. Okay, so here I want to use first of all a class based style. I put here dot new style. Like this, I want to make some style, and inside this I need to define. I have to define this. So take this background color like this. We take this and define inside this, followed by font size. Try to put font size as here 24 pt. Now in both the areas, it's going to be getting rendered in a consistent fashion. So here, instead of using now style attribute, I can use this time a class attribute. So using class attribute, you can define, you can show existing styles here. So class we write followed by new style. This is going to be using here new style which we have defined. And here also we use same class attribute. With that we use the just now defined new style. Here it is new style we specify. Now when you look at the content, both header as well as paragraph are going to be showing in the same way. So here the text styles will not be changing, both of them are going to use same size. Now let us render that. You can see both of them are getting rendered in the same manner, but H1 is going to be bold and this is what exactly not bold. That is the only difference. Here this is bold and this is not bold. So let us try to turn that feature off, or this also you can make bold. So here we need to use that attribute, we need to use, with that we can turn it on. So here we go with the style, then try to define. So bold, this is going to be text followed by so let me use here something like font weight. We use this way here, font weight, then followed by normal we put. Instead of using bold, we try to use this as normal. Now when you render again here, it's going to be getting displayed in the same manner. So here this is my first HTML page, this is second para, like this it is showing for us. So now there is no change in this, they are getting rendered with the same size. Both of them are looking with the same size in this. So this is my first HTML page, this is my second para, this is second para, like this it's getting displayed. Okay, so here what I have done, I just changed it here, the font weight. I remove font weight here, font weight I remove here, then I try to apply font weight as style in the paragraph class. Try to put here the style, then try to apply here the font weight. So now put here, how this looks now, see, font weight normal I have kept. Instead of keeping normal, I just want to make this bold here. I can put bold, I want to make this as bold now. How these are going to be looking, let us see. Now there is no difference, they are looking same, they are going to be looking same here. So when you don't put here style in the, if you don't put here font weight, it is using the font weight property of the H1 tag. So by default in the H1 tag, that is bold. We have only background color, and other thing is what? Font size and color. So whatever settings you have here, it is taking and displaying with that. But as far as font weight is concerned, it is taking the default value. For H1, font weight is going to be bold. Similarly, for paragraph class, font weight is not bold. So therefore, I am applying here new style, then followed by some inline style I am using, style font weight bold. So automatically it is taking here the bold value for font weight, with that it is displaying. So this is second para, it is getting displayed. Now you cannot find difference between the two. So like this, you can be styling here the HTML elements. So here whatever content you have, it's going to be getting displayed in the given style. In the given style, it's going to be getting displayed. Apart from that, you can have here some margins also. And margins around the content, you can leave certain spaces. That's called padding. Padding left, padding top, padding right, padding bottom. Like that also you can put. Certain gap also you can put. Let us see how to add the gap. Here it is padding, followed by I put it as 10px. So 10 spaces I would like to add, or else I use here 20px. So around the content there should be 20 spaces, in the left side, in the right side, on the top and in the bottom. How it looks, now see. Now you see around the content there is actually certain spacing. If you look at, this is my HTML page. On top of that you have a space, in the left side you have space, in the right side also there is space, in the bottom also you have space. And when you come to this one, here also we are adding space. Let us increase space, how it appears. See, I want to go with more space. Instead of using just 20px, let us try to put some 40px. So what happens with this? See, now there is a lot of gap you have. In the left side, on the top, in the bottom and in the right side also there is going to be gap. So like this, around content you can leave certain spaces with the help of the properties. Similarly, I want to use margin left. From left side certain gap I want to take. So what I put there for margin left, I put like this. Margin left I put, followed by here say some 100px. 100 pixels margin left side I want to take. Now render here, it's going to take 100px margin from left side. You can see here nothing is coming up. Nothing is coming up. But here when you take the padding, here background color you have, in the background color only it is having certain spaces before the text. Before text you have spaces. But here you have left gap from the left side. How many it is? About 100 pixels are taken. After that only element has started getting rendered. So like this you can be using margins, as well as you can use actually the padding also. So using padding around content, you can use certain gap. You can provide gap. With that around content certain spaces can be provided. With that it does not look actually mixed up with other content. Whenever you put actually padding feature, so the particular content cannot be getting mixed up with other content. If you don't put anything like that, it may be getting mixed up with some other content sometimes. So in order to show in the clean fashion, you need to add sometimes padding. So with that you are going to separate and you avoid actually mixing up the content with other content. So it may not be getting mixed up, but immediately after the previous content it displays. So there is no gap. To provide gap you can use here padding feature. You can use padding feature. With the help of that you can provide the required gap there. So here using inline style as well as internal style you could achieve it. Here this is called class based style. This is called as here class based style. And sometimes I want to go with a paragraph based style. So what I will do for that? Not paragraph based. It is called as element based styling. So for all the paragraphs I would like to apply this particular type of style now. I use P here, followed by I want to put something like this. Margin left. Then I put here say some 50px. Then similarly I want to go with the margin top. Then here I want to specify some 20px. This way I can set. Then here I just try to say font color. I can put just color. Color I can put color will be here. Say some this is going to be red color. I want to display red color. Then here overflow. This is going to be Overflow I want to put here. Overflow is going to be here. Scroll. Like this, I want to add it. And here, one other thing is, I want to go with width also. Width as well as height. Width I use, then the width is going to be like say 400 px. Then height also, I want to put like height is say some 200 px. Like this, I want to make some paragraph. Color is red. Overflow scroll. Then width is 400 px. Height is going to be 200 px. Like this, we try to make the paragraph. Now here, try to add more paragraphs. This is a paragraph. So here, go with the closing tag. Similarly, try to create one more paragraph in this. We put P here. One more paragraph also we try to put. Now let me copy and paste some content into this. So here, paragraph text. Paragraph writing something I take this from here, try to paste. Okay. So I just copy all this. From here I am going to copy, then I paste this one. Coming to this, then paste inside this. So inside this I am pasting it. One more line also paste, like I have taken. This is for the first paragraph. And go to the second paragraph, try to copy another one. So here I use this, then try to render. So try to paste in the paragraph like this. We have here now two different paragraphs. Let me render this. How this looks, see. So what is happening? Automatically, this is second para we have there. Then here you can see automatically these are getting added for us. Scroll bars are getting added. Similarly, you have red color font, red color text. It is. Then similarly, you have certain width and height. And in the left side also there is certain gap. You have taken margin, and from top also there is certain gap. So like this, we actually made an element based style. That means with all paragraphs it can be working, but it can't work with this. So here this is not working with the second para. Reason, we have used it for that certain class. So using class we have done there. So here what is happening exactly? For the paragraph, the style is getting applied automatically for us. This is called as here element based styling. So with all paragraphs it is going to be working. Like this is going to be working with all the paragraphs. Okay. So here what is happening when you look at this P, here you have P, this is paragraph text, I am writing number of lines, it is coming with what color exactly? Whatever in the paragraph is specified, with that it comes. But whenever you take this, here it is going to be getting displayed with the new style and font weight bold. This is second para. Second para how it is rendering, then compared with normal paragraph C. When you go to this and try to render the second paragraph, this is second para, it is getting in a different way when compared with the normal paragraphs. For this we are applying a new style, whereas for this we are using whatever style we defined for the paragraph. So for all the paragraphs it is going to be using the same style. If you look at this, we defined at the top for paragraph margin left, margin top, color red, then overflow, width as well as height we defined. So for all paragraphs this will be used except for this one. Because we are using a class called as new style, so using new style we are displaying it. P we have taken class equal to new style, style equal to font weight bold. So like this we are applying different style. So this is being this is overriding the default one. This can be called as a default one. Automatically with all paragraphs this style will appear in the current page. In the current page this style will be taken automatically. So if you don't override anything like this, here P we have taken class equal to new style, then style equal to font weight bold. So because of this, what is happening? It is losing the default styles here, and with this new style, it's going to be getting rendered. But if you look at other paragraphs, they are taking this particular styling. Margin left, margin top, color right, overflow scroll. This is scroll meaning is what? Whenever content is not fitting in the given height and width, automatically it's going to add the scroll bars. It's going to be adding scroll bars. Both horizontal and vertical will be added there. So like that, it's going to be rendering. So here we define two different styles. One is with paragraph, other one is with the new style. This is called as class based, and this is what element based. Styles can be defined in three different ways. One is what class based styling, second one is actually element based, and third one is ID based. So third one is going to be ID based. Like this, we defined here two different styles. Those styles we are applying here in this page. So in this page we are applying those styles. So when you put paragraph, automatically it takes the element based styling, because the P only we have written it. So for all the paragraphs, this style will be getting applied in the current page. Okay, whenever you write explicitly like this here, h1 class equal to new style, so h1 is going to be using this particular style which we defined here. New style will be taken here in this. Similarly, if you come to the one more paragraph, p class equal to new style, so it's going to use the predefined style new style, so it is taking there. Similarly, style equal to font weight bold, one more style also we are adding in this, font weight is going to be bold. So like this, it is getting rendered for us. Like this, we can define a HTML document, we can put various elements in this. Similarly, you can be defining styles, so those styles we can be applying with the HTML elements. Okay, so today's session we are ending, because I am working on actually some audio quality, so I am trying to improve the quality. Thanks for your cooperation. So I try to make it better and better. Thank you very much.